You know, even if you get it right the first time, and get it all set up, still gonna do this. Oh, I got mosquitoes. I don't know if my microphone is working. It's case of the Mondays. Once again with a grand idea. There used to be where chat would show up. No, it's not. Let's go like that. Save. And maybe chat will show up. Nope. Can't see it. 6 people watching, I know that much, so I can't even ask you if my audio is any good. I have the microphone hooked up, but last time I tried to do some video. Is that my cousin? What's going on? I dropped something off and then left. Okay. Everything has gone completely sideways. But just hold on, because we're going to be streaming for a while. I have some stuff to show you guys outside. I don't know if my microphone's working, but my cousin must have snuck up and went somewhere. Hope his engine didn't wake up the baby. What the heck is going on? All right. Let's switch cameras. Let's find out. What's happening? Could you hear me at all when I was away from the camera? Because, yeah, the microphone will work. The camera, the phone microphone, the phone microphone works, but these aren't working.
Yeah.
See, now I can hear it. If I unplug it and plug it back in.
No.
No? Wasn't that fantastic?
It's another setting, I bet you.
I already went through the settings. It just never fails.
Yes, Jeff, he's streaming from his phone on Streamlabs with our mic adapter.
It's fully charged.
Did you turn it on? Yeah.
Yes, it's on. I can turn it off.
It's been a day, I'm just asking.
Turn it off and turn it back on again. It's okay, we're gonna live stream until my phone dies. But I don't like how this light blinks. I don't remember if that's supposed to blink or not. Got one microphone hooked up. Used it like a zillion times. So.
I'm gonna do a blanket hello to everybody who's in here because I just walked in and there's a ton of chat, and if I scroll through I'll still miss people.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Skipper. Oh, you have to add it in the settings, Jeff said.
Add what? I'm on Streamlabs. Streaming settings. Audio settings. It just says built-in mic, which doesn't give me any ability to select my microphone. And put channel 2. Did that cut me off completely?
No,
You don't hear me at all now.
I hear you.
Oh, okay. The volume is applied when there's more than one audio source. Select audio source. Guest widget audio and alert box. Doesn't make any sense.
Gotta love Applejack.
Whatever. Okay, well, what a bunch of crap. Anyways, let's move past it. Apparently, it's not going to work. I'm going to unplug it.
We'll just wing it.
Yeah, whatever. Good thing I spent money on this crap. It used to work, and now it doesn't work. And there's no explanation for it. You guys want to see me have a connection fit on live stream? I take this $200 microphone set and just throw it as hard as I can on the freaking pavement.
It's the start of her nightly routine. She goes down for a while, wakes back up, has a bottle, and then goes back to bed. Quit slamming the door.
I gotta slam the door.
If it makes a big slamming noise, you're slamming the door.
I barely shut it. You want to show them the pond? What you got? Why are you wearing a sweatshirt?
Because it was chilly in the shade on the lock.
It's like 90 degrees outside.
Not even hardly. Not hardly. What? You're supposed to be showing the pond, not my face.
We'll talk about it.
We got the pond set up yesterday. It's not the best, but it's set up. And then today we got the post. We got the post set up for the shade cloth and concreted.
Make sure my phone's good and attached before I do this.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Point of using the wireless so you wouldn't have to hear all the handling noise.
Yeah, I'll have to double tap them off camera though, because it'll probably get flagged for abuse.
What are you talking about?
You're telling me to double tap you and throat punch.
Well, that's nice. For what? What did I do?
We bought a shade cloth from Temu. I want to say it's a 10 by 13. And you can pick your colors. And instead of black, we did gray. And the corners are kind of like tapered at the end, so they have to stretch. And they have D-rings. Pretty well made. Double stitched.
I don't think they can even hear you when I'm that far, you're far away. It's not your fault. I don't know if you guys heard her.
I want to say, how much did we pay for it? Like 20 bucks, if that?
I don't think it was that much.
14 bucks?
Don't remember. We've had it for like a year now. Waiting to use it.
But
There's
yeah,
some duckweed on it because we were testing. We stretched it over the pond in order to get the measurements for our posts. Those metal posts or metal poles you see there, that's just for bracing while the cement cures. So we literally just finished it like
for
a couple hours before streaming. We've got one fish in here so far. It's a Chinese algae eater. You're not going to be able to see him. And we should show the greenhouse.
Yeah, let's do the update on the greenhouse.
Did this on Saturday. Yesterday was Sunday, and that was probably the hottest
Oh, definitely.
day. Saturday, though, was pretty stifling as well. Not much of a difference other than it never dropped below 80 degrees overnight between Saturday and Sunday. Use the door. So we got the center beam. My cousin that you just saw came over and helped me. Well, I helped him because he did most of it. He's a actual carpenter, and I'm just a guy that sells lumber. Actually, I give money back to people that return lumber. So we made an I-beam out of LVL and 2x4s. There's two 20-foot pieces of LVL here. And you see that it's an I-beam. Stretching the entire length. Of course, the sun is... Let's go from the other side.
Yeah, that might be best.
Raw and uncut, people. I do have to put some structurals in yet. Screws, leg screws. And then we made like a... What do you call it? I hate getting so upset before the stream because then my brain doesn't freaking work the entire time.
It's been a day, though. It's been that way all day. Barn frame? Support?
Truss.
Truss.
Barn truss, kind of. In the middle, halfway through, keep the side-to-side motion from happening too much. And these are 8-footers, 4x4s. A little extra support that way. So I don't think that snow is going to be that much of an issue. Mind you, these are just tacked in here. I gotta go to the store and get some structurals to go through there. But this 4x4 is actually from the old garden. And there's some new stuff. Yeah, it's not, for a house, but for a propped up greenhouse, it's gonna work pretty good. We got lots of mess in here that we have to clean up.
Yeah.
Katie came through and pulled a bunch of plants that were growing and everything, but there's still standing water and stuff. Hold your coffee cans for hydroponic issues. I can't see chat, Katie, so if there's anything that I should respond to. I probably wanted to see you more than anything.
Well, it says you can put a second story up.
Yeah. No,
Thanks, Brian.
that would have to be an actual structure. This is something we're trying to do without having to get a building permit.
Yeah.
Shh. Anyways, freestanding for the most part. These posts aren't in the ground. They're sitting on camo deck blocks, which is a cool product. Sell those at work. Oh. Yeah. Ooh, feet shot. kitty feet. Yeah, this is just a bunch of mess. The frame is done. Those black pipes here, you see that it looks all bent. That's not metal. That's just secondary support to keep the tarp or the cover, or whatever you want to call it, a little more taut in between the 4-foot sections of metal. So you got a 4-foot section. In between is just this black poly pipe, zip tied to keep it from like scooching. It just gives a little more support against the plastic so it can't pool up,
Yeah.
rain or snow. We'll slide off. Snow it. We gotta clean all this stuff up and then get the top on this week yet.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably towards the evening when the wind dies down. 'Cause
It's-
that's one big parachute.
It's kind of nice right now.
Yeah, but we don't have Renee to help.
Yeah. Anybody that's just coming in, sorry about the audio issues. Our lapel mics didn't seem to want to work tonight, so you're getting direct audio off of camera, which is not the best. Oh, we built a frame at the end of that too. I didn't talk about that, but that's going to be for exhaust fan, and we're going to put a vent through that door with a thermostat, so when it gets too hot in there, it'll just turn on and blow all the super hot, moist air out. I don't know if they'll be able to hear us if we sit in the chair even.
Yeah, they said the audio's great. Welcome in, Brenton and Craig.
Can you give me your phone so I can see
Yeah.
what's going on? Ooh, you got red spider thing crawling 100 miles an hour around it. Ugh. Dang it, I'm gonna... There you are. You guys ever seen those little tiny little red spiders? Not gonna lie, I'm pretty upset about the microphone thing. Chad is hangry, it's dinner time. Aggressive. Smack him. I'll see how it is. It's very funny, Vince. Or Vance? Or is it Lance? Vince. I think it's Vince. Mm-hmm. Okay. Kitty's on a short bathroom break. Yep. Yeah, I'm just thrown. I had a whole idea of what I was going to do, and it just got thrown, so whatever. been hot out. Super hot. Let me adjust the camera so Katie can. Once you're in there, I can adjust this.
Well,
Oh no. What'd you do?
I tried to sit down because you made me sit down with hands full instead of helping me. So that's what happened.
It's my fault. Please allow me to use my one-of-a-kind t-shirt to dry it off for you.
Here, it's fine. Didn't get very much on it. But I found something.
What'd you find?
Super sphere.
What's a super sphere?
It's got 100 lights. And apparently it's indoor outdoor because it says it can go on trees. So either we can put it in the fish room or on the deck. Free at the curb.
We'll probably try and plug it in and see if it still works.
Well, it looks brand new in the box, like nobody ever opened it. And I found one of our subscribers and members 3 free blow molds for Halloween.
What subscriber was that?
Renee Hedinger.
Ooh, congratulations, Renee. You got yard ornaments. Katie hooked you up.
Welcome in, Mexicali. Ryan. Lots of traffic. Of course, one of the detours is down our street. I was kind of hoping they'd be totally shut down.
No,
But it's
they
not.
finished that part first and then made our road a detour. So.
Yeah, we kind of
Cool.
didn't luck out on that one. I was looking so forward to this road construction and the road being shut down.
Yeah.
But because the school's down there, they finished it first.
Up there?
Up there, down there, I don't know.
Around there?
Around there.
So I have got this entire week off for vacation.
Mm-hmm. So nice. Stuff's getting done.
Well, the last 2 days was normal days off.
I know, but still, stuff's getting done.
You
Way more than
admitted-
last year.
You admitted it. Let people know that I do stuff.
You do, but
Thank you.
I'm just saying there are important projects we had to get done
Yeah.
that we're supposed to get done last year.
Well, the greenhouse, if it wasn't for Matt, then that wouldn't have gotten done.
Yeah, a big thank you to Matt.
'Cause all I had was an idea, and yeah, he had the know-how. It was fun. Even though it was hot as blazes.
Yeah, it was horrible, but thank goodness we had the pool. And River loved being in the pool with Dad. And Mom, but mainly Dad. Dad's tall enough to sit on the bottom of the pool and hold River, where Mom has to keep her in her floaty because I'm too short or I'll be drinking water.
It'd be fine.
Mm-mm. So what else?
I don't know.
What other plans do we have while you're on vacation? Clean the garage.
I gotta do water changes big time. We have to move fish.
Yeah, goldfish into the pond.
so
We were gonna
we
try
can
and do that
rearrange.
tonight.
We should try to capture one. Pond is ready for fish.
Yeah, it's been ready for quite a while.
We didn't even tell people what kind of plants were in there and stuff. We're gonna make a video. So you'll see it then.
Yeah,
That's the other thing. I
more
want
in depth.
to work on a few videos. Well, I don't have to go to work. And kind of get them ready to go so that I can release them over time.
Welcome in, Scotty. Jeff Kane says, we know Katie does this stuff, but she needed you to keep an eye on River for her. Actually, we had to call my mom over to watch River while we did the cement for the posts because it took two of us to get it done today between stirring and pouring and
Katie
making
had to
sure.
watch me do it the right way. She couldn't take care of two babies at the same time.
What a slam.
Huh?
What a slam.
Against who? Me? I was trying to make fun of myself. Everyone else is doing it. I even screwed that up.
Ed LA says, yeah, he likes some plants you had on the side there in the pond. One of the couple of the plants are cypress grass. And then there's purple fountain grass in there. And twister grass.
Is it called twister grass?
It's the generic name for it, but there's a scientific name. I think I put the tags in the container over there. Just grab all the tags. Most of the time, if you don't anchor anything down, it's considered a movable building or entity, so it's not permanent. And 9 times out of 10, they can't really say anything about it, but it depends on your ordinances where you live. Cypress grass we had, I'm not sure if any of you saw it last year in some shorts or some short videos that we had. It grows super tall when it's hot, humid conditions, and we had it in the greenhouse in the bog system, and it probably grew like 6 feet tall. Alterantheria is the purple plants that were in the pond, if you want to show them the tag so they can see it.
You should show them the plants.
You already showed the plants.
Yeah. We're outside. I can get a better shot of it.
Welcome in, Melvin. Do the tags for now and we'll do a video later. I can't stand up, I have too much going on.
I don't even know if that'll be focused.
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Also known as,
No, it's not.
is that the name of the company or what?
It's the generic
Choco chili?
name for the plant is Choco chili. It's the derivative of the plant of the type.
Derivatives.
And then
You did say twister grass.
twister grass is Juncus.
Juncus homunculus. It reminds me of Katie's hair. That's why I bought it. Purple fountain grass. Oh, that's my favorite name for it. Penicetum.
Penicetum. Leave it to you.
Oh, penicetum. Sorry, there's two N's. Two N's there. Sorry, I mispronounced it. That's that purple stuff. Purple
Starts
stuff.
out green and turns purple, and that gets about. I have the
Purple?
yeah, I have the purple fountain grass over by the other pond. It can get up to 3 feet tall,
Ooh.
and it's a perennial. So if you want to save it for next year, we got to plant it in the ground.
Or you can grow it all year round if the conditions are correct.
True, but perennials usually have to take a stop, and sleep a little bit and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trees.
Welcome in, Jesse.
Mind your business.
Since we've had the projects going on in the yard, there's been so many gawkers driving by thinking, oh, new greenhouse store to shop at. Oh, what are they doing there? Everybody's
It's
just
a small town.
nosiness. I swear some people should have whiplash driving by here.
One guy today, and we know who he is, he stopped. Had to stop, and then he circled the block and then came up through the alley,
Yeah.
which is even closer because the alley runs between the greenhouse here and the neighbor's house. There's an alley like right next to that fence line, right behind the greenhouse. You can see it. Comes out to the road. So he circled all the way around. I messed up the camera. Good job, Jake. It's better. Yeah. Stopped and then circled the block. And then through.
Welcome in, Big Steve. Just one more fish.
We know who he is. I wouldn't consider him even really an acquaintance, let alone a friend. He's just an old guy that has nothing else to do but drive around. He has tons of money and just drives around, looks at stuff,
Yeah.
gets into people's business. And that's life in a small town. Life here in Spooner, Wisconsin. Could be worse. That's the only kind of drive. If that's the worst drive-by we get, then we're doing pretty good.
Yeah. But when I've been outside when River's napping and I have the camera with me, there's been a lot of people, I swear, like I said, should have whiplash because they're cocking their head, what's going on? What's going on? Because for a while there, the greenhouse was just, we took it all down.
Yeah.
And there was nothing there, and now there's something there, and it's catching their eye.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Keep Bonnie right.
A little mystery to figure out.
Yeah.
Like building permits. You don't need one for the greenhouses.
No.
It's just pretty much like the same as a jungle gym. You don't need a building permit to put a play jungle gym up
Yeah.
for your kids.
It's for River. How can they deny a child?
Jungle gyms, they can even be set in the ground. This isn't even set in the ground, so.
Yeah.
Very
Welcome
much.
in, Dee Dee.
We're out here
Thank you,
under.
Dee Dee. We love your yard too. We saw your short.
Oh yeah, that night video with
That
all
was
the
awesome.
creatures making goobly sounds. Sitting under a big walnut tree right here, which is kind of nice because
Until the walnuts start
Yeah.
falling.
the walnuts are just tiny right now. But it makes for a nice
Oh.
little.
Did you tell everybody we have enough posts left over where we can make River a swing stand?
No, I didn't tell people that yet. It was a surprise. You ruined it. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just joking. Just teasing, love.
We're going to do just two posts with a beam across and then mount a swing to it. We're not going to do a full playground.
Oh, I
'Cause
want to
there's
build
so
like
many
a
parks around here.
freestanding clubhouse, treehouse, right where we're sitting, pretty much.
You're not going to be able to get up in that treehouse by the time she's able to get up there. Sorry.
How do you know?
Because you barely can move now.
If I keep up this rate all summer long, like I've done so far this week, I'm gonna lose all this fat. And then you're gonna be like, ooh,
I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just saying you're old.
hot stud. And you'd be begging for a piece of this, and I'd be like, you didn't love me when I was fat. You can't love me now.
You're horrible.
Yeah. Maybe. What else, Katie?
What are our future plans besides the garage?
We're getting the garage clean, the garage clean.
Garage. You have fat tongue syndrome?
No, it's been hot. It's finally a decent temperature now. This morning still wasn't even all that great.
No, it was pretty warm. It was 82 when we woke up.
I know that's not as hot as some people get that are watching, but you have to understand the type of humidity that comes along up here in
The dew point
Wisconsin
along with it too.
is insane.
I think everything combined yesterday was over 110.
Zero oxygen.
There was a breeze.
So much humidity,
for most of
you
the
could
day.
probably swim and people will think you're flying. You're not flying, you're just swimming through the air. Like fish. Yeah, most of the animals weren't even out. Chipmunks and birds and stuff, they're like, screw this. They were like hidden. And I'm out here building stuff. They said not to. They clearly warned us not to do that, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, you did it early in the morning though,
But
where it wasn't
I
horrible.
did it anyway. No, not trying to sound like that, but it's not boasting. I'm just saying I'm that much of a dum-dum. Yeah, it's fine. And then but like Katie said, if it wasn't for the pool, I would probably be in the ER.
Yeah.
It's nice to have that. Spoosh, and then you just kind of lets your body core temperature get back down there. A reverse polar plunge, I guess, kind of.
Kinda.
No, this is still cold water, but it's different. Anyway. Wish I'd think about what I'm going to say before I say it and not after the fact. Or during. Wouldn't you like that too?
I won't say anymore. I'll be nice.
There's plenty of people in the chat willing to beat me up anyway.
Oh, we also, the day we did the greenhouse bracing, had a cookout. As always, my mom, way over.
She made so much food.
Yeah, we have hamburgers and
Enough for a
brats
small party.
and pasta salads to last us forever.
And there's really only 4 adults that ate.
Yeah,
And she made enough for like 20 people with large appetites. But it's,
plus when it's hot, you really don't want to overeat. I
Right.
mean, it's light enough for food that we did have.
bratwurst, cheeseburgers, 2 different types of salad, a taco salad, this pickle noodle salad that's amazing. My mom's like the salad king.
Yeah.
I mean queen.
King queen.
But now we have leftovers and I've been mowing down on that. So much for losing weight. I need the protein to build the muscles.
I don't have a list of members, but do you want to thank everyone?
Yeah. I want to thank all of our members.
And non-members, members and subscribers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always do this halfway point.
Mm-hmm. It's way past halfway.
You never know. How much battery do I have left?
I don't know.
You
But
can't
your
see
chat's
any.
showing up on your phone now.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's probably blocking Katie's face too.
No, just the top of my head.
I don't see it.
It's on my side. Look at the screen.
What the heck is going on?
When's the last time you shut your phone down and powered it back up? Part of that is the
Like a week ago. Look how pretty she is.
You're just sucking up, Jay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's true though. Nobody here gonna deny it. And Katie is beautiful.
Yeah, your chat's running in.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on here.
Did you somehow shut it off on there?
No.
Or is it supposed to show up anyway?
I moved it down to the bottom, hoping that it would like kind of just pop up on the very bottom, kind of like how it does in the StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
So then it wasn't doing that, so I moved it back over
Welcome back,
to
Skipper.
the side.
Oh, I gotta go. That's my cue.
What?
Take my phone. She's up. It's time for a nighttime baba.
Nighttime Baba. You sure?
Hang on. Maybe we're just,
She's fine. Is she screaming bloody murder? She's not even making
she was
sounds.
doing the commotion thing.
She's just getting comfy. You know, she won't wake up until like 10 o'clock and then...
Don't you say that. Guess who's gonna have that shift? You.
Would you want me taking care of a child?
Don't give me that excuse. Don't give me that excuse. Looks like she was just situating in her crib.
I cleaned and rinsed
Brian
out
says
buckets.
you make a valid point.
Yeah.
Yep, but you're not gonna get out of it, sorry.
If your child wakes up in the middle of the night, pretend you're sleeping. Let your wife take care of her. Be a man.
Surprised you can still talk.
If you drop your wife's toothbrush in the toilet, don't tell her. Be a man.
Why would you be messing with my toothbrush to begin with? It's nowhere near the toilet.
I use it to shape my eyebrows.
Them gnarly things?
Yeah, I brush them. Sometimes I'm trying to get the snarls out and I lose my grip and boom, sploosh. Oops. Fish it out of there, shake it off, look around, put it back. Wasn't supposed to tell you. Ah, man.
Here. Watch that for a minute.
What?
Just watch it for a
You
minute.
get to have a break?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a break first, and then I'll have a break.
That's fine. I'll open this on mine then.
Open what? Oh. Alright. Aquafunk's in the house. He's lurking. Man, oh man. Yes. 6:55 in the PM. Central Time. Northern Wisconsin, Washburn County, here in beautiful Spooner, Wisconsin. It's finally a nice evening. Yep. Sitting under a nice black walnut tree. Most of the walnuts are too small to fall on your head, even though I have seen a couple of them fall. But they're not big yet, so it probably wouldn't hurt. We've been working on the yard and the greenhouse for the last 3 days, among other things. We've had some sad events in the fish room. Let's see. Early Saturday morning, I woke up at like 4 a.m. because of a storm that kind of woke me up. And just enough where I would normally close my eyes because I would look at the clock or whatever. But what woke me up is what kept me from falling back asleep was the fact that it was really, really dark. I realized that there's no street lights outside. The lamps we normally have on all night, it was just dark in the house. Hear the thunder and everything, and I realized the power's out. So I got up. Tried to wake up Katie a little bit to let her know, but she was just like, barely, and just goes back to sleep. Went to check on the fish. And we finally, Katie did wake up. She called our county dispatch. They already knew, just in case somebody didn't know. I feel like we need to let people know that there's power out in case nobody told them to go and fix it. And being that we have lots of fish, I didn't want the power out to be that long. In the meantime, I was switching out some air lines with some battery air pumps, and that was a mess. Power finally came back on, switched it all back, and then the heat began. I couldn't get back to sleep. Knowing that we were going to work on the greenhouse later on, it just became like it was super hot. It got super hot quick. By 9 o'clock, it was over 80 degrees. By 2 o'clock, it was dang near 100, and that's not including the heat index. And getting up early, not getting much sleep. I mean, I went to bed kind of late the night before too, so didn't get a lot of sleep, lots and lots of heat. It was kind of a crazy day, Saturday. Getting back to the point, the fish room, we lost 2 fish. It's getting really, really hot in there. It did over this heat wave that we had. It got into the close to 90 degrees in the fish room. Everything runs off ambient heat. The air pump was just generating more heat, pumping hot air into there. So the tanks were getting close to 90-degree water. We lost, did I say 2 fish? We lost 3. Our mama swordtail, the orange one, that made all the babies that we have. Our German blue ram. I sent pictures to Jeff last night. His eyes were bulging out. That's never happened until this heat, so I feel like that had something to do with it. And our albino bristlenose longfin pleco. Surprisingly enough, the goldfish in our 210, didn't lose anything there. Usually, with my experience anyways, goldfish, if the water gets way too warm for too long, they don't make it. Now I got air pumping through there, making bubbles, doing aeration, so I do know that when water gets warm, you lose some oxygen content, so maybe that was it too. I just know that during this heat wave we lost 3 fish, and there are some of our favorites, and it sucks. It may be time to think about some HVAC, I guess some air conditioning in that room. Something to kind of maintain it. So we have heat in there, so wintertime is not an issue. Summertime, it gets hot in there and there's no way to really cool it down fast enough, especially if outside air is hot. You can open windows, but when it's hot and humid and stiflingly warm outside, it doesn't help. You can open all the windows and doors. Generally just makes it worse. So we'll have to look into that. Thanks, Stan, for saying to hit the like button. David is here. Lori. Ryan. Melvin. Skipper, David. $703, which we would normally stop, but Jeff Kane can air condition your fish room for $200. We were thinking about getting a mini split Mr. Cool. The room is only like 12 by 25, so it wouldn't take much. Not going to put a window unit in because of the way these windows are. Would not work.
They're drop downs.
All right. Sending you guys off to Katie now for a little bit so I can have my little break. I'll get you centered on her so you have like a good...
You know what? What's your battery at?
It's fantastic. Why?
Just curious.
I don't know. Still going. I don't want to pull and check because I might screw something up.
That's fine.
Front and center.
Funk says if you motorboat your tank, it'll help keep them cool. That's what he does. Welcome, Funk. Happy birthday. You know, one thing before you take off,
I took the words out of my mouth. What?
one thing I want to do while you're on vacation is go and have a family day.
We should do that. Where would we go?
The greenhouse.
This greenhouse or a different greenhouse?
A different one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a couple.
Greenhouse shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all running sales right now. So we can get cheap pond plants. Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like it.
They're on the tray. Soon enough, Foxy, we're gonna do a family day at Peplin's. Monster Fish Gill's here. I'm sure Jake already probably welcomed quite a few people in. And I'm gonna do a little We can't wait either, Foxy. We're so excited. I'm gonna open this up and see. Yeah, it looks like they bought it and they never used it. That's kind of cool. For those of you who are just coming in, this is a curb-free bee. It's a 100 light super sphere, indoor outdoor, and the neighbors down the street had a bunch of stuff for free at the curb, so I thought it looked kind of cool either in the fish room or on the deck. We'll have to plug it in and see how it looks. Because it's pink like a flamingo. Or purple. Jake! She's waking up. I didn't realize he was so close. Or I wouldn't have yelled. She's hungry. No, but I don't want her to wake completely up where I have to try and put her back to sleep either. Quickly. Oh, Foxy, it's a nipple ball. Yes, you are very creative, Foxy. That's cool, Brian. Brian says Redfish Bluefish is back, and he put a link for shopping. Welcome in, David. Thank you, moderators.
Moderators.
We wouldn't be here without ya.
All right. I'll show them some close-up of plants.
Yeah. You can. Alterian theorem is the purple plant.
Yeah.
And you have the purple fountain grass, the cypress grass, and the twister grass.
Twister.
And hopefully we have more coming soon.
And hopefully the Streamlabs anti-shake works well tonight.
Warning, moderators, when Jake has the camera on tour, he does not have the chat with him because it's on my phone. So if you could do your best, like you just did, we'd appreciate it.
What, someone was naughty in there? Did somebody get kicked out?
No, not really. Just comments hidden.
Uh-oh. Naughty, naughty. Okay. She's getting cranky.
Yeah, I told you I gotta go.
I'm here.
Okay.
There she goes. There she goes again. It's a hard-working woman right there. That's for sure. Should we go on a walkabout? I'll bring the tripod at first, and then might take it off. Gotta get into the sun here. Pond's not finished yet, obviously. But we got spools underneath to keep all those rocks up. Can't really see them in this shot. Black spools. I'll show you what the black spools look like. Look at this mess over here. Oh, by the way, we got a new pond liner as a gift. over here, that building is Restore. And we know the lady that runs it, and people drop off stuff all the time, donate basically, and they sell it. That's the back side of the building. Somebody dropped that off and she decided to give it to us because we kind of keep an eye out for things. There's been times they left lights on. One time they left the back doors wide open, the big bay doors, and so we called her to let her know, things like that. We've known her for a while. She's just, again, it's a small town thing. Oh, look, chipmunk. Mr. Chipmunk. We haven't named it. Chipmunk. Okay. So, this liner. Hold on one sec. Quite 2 feet deep. Close. Yeah. It's awesome. In-ground hard liner. And get that set up somewhere eventually. But yeah, so these spools, these are hydraulic hose spools. We've got a ton of them. That's what we're using in the pond. Just you just sit like that and have hydraulic hoses on them. I gotta make a lot of hoses at O'Reilly across the way. Right here, that's the O'Reilly Auto Parts building. The back side of it, that's Dave's truck. And you've seen videos of me going over there, being in there. Check out our channel if you haven't. I don't work there anymore, switched jobs. But anyways, when I worked there, every time we emptied one, I would take it home. And we've been using them now as platforms in our pond for the last like 5 years. So all these rocks and that barrel liner are all being held up by the black spools, and as you can see, you can't really see them much, especially on camera, but even in person. All these rocks are sitting on top of those spools, and it kind of makes for a cool way to do things like this. Well, this is an 8-foot round, 2 feet deep, galvanized stock tank. We used to have, there's a mouse trap right there. I don't know, we had it sitting on the deck and something carried it over here. Anyways, we had mulch surrounding it, but that's kind of all gone. There's a little bit left still over here. We built a stand for the waterfall. It used to be solar powered, but now we're just running a line to the deck for that, so it can be on all the time. I've only got one air stone in there. It was an air pump that I was using in the fish room, and it has 2 outputs, but one is not working, and I found out after I ran the line and stuff. So I was planning on having, there's one right there, you can see bubbling, and was going to put another one right in this area. But since that's not working, it's only blowing one line. Let's take a look at some of these plants. We were talking about, this is the twister grass. Really, really cool. We have it just sitting in there. Sitting wedged between rocks. It was so root bound in its pot that we just kind of plunked it in there. And for something Kitty said, it's a really cool purple. It's gonna get bigger. I picked these plants out at our greenhouse in town at the hardware store where Kitty used to work on Mother's Day. We went there and bought some of these plants. We have two of those, one's over there. Same with more twister grass. I bought like two of all these. This is the purple fountain grass. Granted, these are young. It's going to poof out a lot more. Like Katie said, 3 feet tall. So they're young. There's some more cypress grass. These get super tall. I just have running the base. Okay. I decided to cheer that person on because they obviously want attention. Okay. Waterfall box going into a barrel liner. Nothing in there as of yet. Feeding it is at the brand pump. It's a Tetra Pond pump, a big one. Forgot what the flow rate is. We've got a fly or some kind of something. Deer flies and crap this time of year. Could be a wasp or a hornet or something too, who knows. Let's see if it stings me. Yeah, it's kind of cool how it flows off the edge of there. And you got red root floaters and duckweed in here that I pulled out from the pond, or from the tanks inside, I mean. I'm sure once the goldfish are in here, they're going to eat a lot of that. But there are, how many spools? 6, 7 spools in here. One in the middle holding up the barrel liner, and then 3 on each side. So there's some rocks underneath too, big ugly ones. They kind of aren't as pretty. I'm sorry guys, that whatever's flying around my head is pissing me off a little bit. Might get the electrified racket out. Smack that thing to Kingdom Come. Anyhow, creates cool little places for the fish to swim around underneath. Water's starting to get a little bit green. That's why we're going to get the shade cloth up. But as of right now, you can still see the bottom. There's the seam. This piece of driftwood that we're trying to waterlog. We picked this thing, and it used to be underwater completely. And then I let it dry out. And now it's floating. We wanted to use that in the 210. The truck is loud. We have a loud truck. Running the power to an orange battery box. It's got the air pump in there, and end of the power for the pump. The battery box, I got wood stacked on now. It's not necessarily going to stay there, but the lid, like an old battery box, lets the cords come out, but any rain or whatever is going to drip off of it and not go inside. Yep. Can't wait to put the shade cloth up. It's going to look pretty cool. The pond, boat pond, that's another project we're going to do this week, is at least empty it out, clean it out, because this is all rainwater now, old leaves. I don't know. It's pretty gross, but maybe something would survive in there, but it's disgusting. I want to clean it out, get a pump going in there. Pum, pum, pum. It's really, really going to town. If that's it, I don't know. Nice music selection, I guess. I don't know. Kids these days don't know what good music is, and they all want jacked up trucks and wear cowboy boots, but none of them have ever hooked a trailer up to anything or rode a horse in their life. So come back up. Come on, Mr. Chipmunk, you wait. Don't be shy. I get all this wood split. This is old boards from the old garden from 2 years ago. What kind of families of chipmunks and stuff live in this? All this wood is walnut from the 2 trees we fell. My bonsai walnut, giant bonsai. You guys ever seen a giant bonsai tree? When we cut this tree down, the guy that cut it for us, he cut it pretty high. And there's the top of it right there. But it regrew limbs. Let's step back a little bit. So I've been trimming it into a little tree. It's a little big tree. It's growing into the greenhouse now, so I gotta trim all that off. Man, oh man. The fan that we're getting is gonna go into this here frame. All the solar power will be mounted to it. Oh, woe is me. Froggies just want their home back. Yeah. I don't know what kind of crap is growing in these. He's using these to root little cuttings, and now there's like, I don't know, it's like turned into a weird science experiment unintentionally. Made a bench out of some old pallets and 2x4s. So I stacks more of them and more stacks of pallets out front. So I want to build more of this to go along the side. Here's more of those spools, but they waste so much room as far as how many plants you can get in that amount of space. The rhubarb is overtaking the side of the greenhouse, so that'll have to get pulled. Giant rhubarb. It's huge. This is a mess. Messy mess, mess, mess. What a mess now. Yeah, I can't see chat, so sorry if I'm not replying. Here's some little walnuts. Baby walnuts that fell off. Aren't they cute? Dirty fingernails. Happens when you're working in the dirt. You gotta just suck on them until they're clean again. Just kidding. Ooh, daisies are starting to blossom. This will be cool. Chives are flowering, which kind of sucks because then they lose their flavor. The vines are growing up. I'll pull all those down. Compost boxes. Pile of dirt. My empire of dirt over there. Yeah. Oh, this pond over here. Gotta add more water. Actually, I should like scoop it out, clean it up. Hostas are coming up pretty good. Not like our other hostas though. So it needs to be filled up. Get some water running in it again. Try to get this stuff up and going again while I'm off of work. It's really hard to... I mean, we've kind of set up like a playground for retired people. We're not near close enough to be able to retire. Way too young. So, a lot of projects. Some of the bigger hostas are over here. Oh, you guys see this pond? I took a lot of the plants that were over here and put in the big pond. This pond's doing pretty good. There's the bog filter. Running into this. It's got polyfill and lava rock at the bottom. Flows out the bottom here onto what would normally be an oil place to put your oil filter after draining oil in your car. There's two tubes that come out the bottom and drain back into the pond. These are just clay balls. Looks like Cocoa Puff cereal. Expanded clay. And that just kind of keeps things in place. It's a cutting of some... I forgot the name of it. I'm tired, guys, sorry. Anyways, I don't have any fish in there yet. Not sure what we're gonna put in there. Yeah, the fuchsia. This fuchsia, Katie's mom, Sue, bought. Thought she bought it for me, because I love fuchsias. This thing is blossoming like crazy. It's pretty big. We got, I don't know why we got a ton of cigarette butts sitting on top of here. Someone decided to use that as an ashtray. In the garbage. Asiatic red lilies. Not quite ready to bloom yet. But look how many. These are such a deep, deep red when they bloom. If you go back and look at our collection of shorts, I have one from last year from when these bloomed, but they're even more this year because obviously they grew. They're perennial. They come back every year. But I also dump fish water into this bed year-round, even in the winter time. When I do water changes, I just dump it into this little flower bed. And I think that helps a lot. These are probably – 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet tall. These irises have bloomed and gone past. I put a short out earlier about them, but there's a few new ones. This one's new. Look how pretty that is. Your size comparison, and very, very cool. Some dead ones. Let them dry out. Ooh, seed pod. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna grow some new ones, and once the greenhouse is up, set that aside so we'll dry off. Okay, what started on this journey was these hostas over here. That's old. Hostas are doing pretty fantastic over here. Maybe there's something getting at this leaf. But they're big and beautiful. Smaller version. We'll get ready to flower soon. Katie planted new hostas that she got this year over here. Chipmunk freaking out because I'm coming near him. She put new ones along this side of the house. locust bush that I did some trimming on. I'm too much of a wuss to pick up the twigs, because you know why? They are covered in thorns. Huge thorns. Tons and tons. Even the tree itself. Look at the thorns all over it. It sucks. Wish I'm mowing over here. Going by with a rider. That's why I cut these down low anyways. And they grow so fast. I've cut this entire thing down several times. And they just keep growing back. There's another group right here. Those thorns are sharp as a needle. Some of them I've seen are almost 1.5 inches, 2 inches long. Locust trees. I thought at one point I'd just plant them around the entire yard. They're like a natural fence. Nobody would want to walk into the yard because they have to pass through the locust. Locust. I meant to say. This is some, I don't know, kind of a berry bush. These turn into like red berries. I'm sure that you don't want to eat because it'll make you throw up. Birds like them. And this is a giant spruce tree. Actually, it's like I've been told is more of a adolescent. And it's the tallest tree in our yard and the tallest in the neighborhood. It goes way up there. Owls and hawks like to perch on it. Neighbor's got some big maple. That's a beautiful tree right here in the fall. A big old maple tree. Turns fire red and orange every fall. It's just amazing. We'll have to make sure we get some shots of that. There's a big old pine tree here. It drops needles everywhere. Glad it's not in my yard. Front of our house. Beautiful view of an industrial building. We don't have a very big house, but it's ours. We love it. It's our home. Someday I'd like to put solar panels all along this part of the house. What is on the roof there? Can't zoom in anymore in that. I thought it was like an animal. A bird nest or something got knocked down. So it's our big basswood tree. A sugar maple, young one. Lots of pruning to do. More perspective of that spruce tree. Huge. More posts. Yeah. Hey, squirrel. What you doing? Hey, squirrel. Keep hearing other sounds. Yep. Don't know what you guys are saying in chat. Hope you're entertaining each other. Lots of work to do, but hey, we got the posts up. We got the greenhouse reinforced. Maybe tomorrow we can get the cover on. That's the old cover laying on the ground. And take you guys along with us when we do that. If you want to come along. We appreciate everyone that likes to watch what we're doing. We like to share showing these things. Hopefully it's not too boring or dumb. I know some people can do a lot better. But we're always a work in progress here. I wonder if Katie's phone is still unlocked. So I can at least read the chat. Oh, it's still on. Good. Oh, there's Katie. I don't know why the legs got all weird on this thing. I love you too, Mike. Shelby's in chat. Awesome. Speaking of Shelby, do you believe you and Grant have a stream going on in about 14 minutes? Thank you for stopping by and checking out. Locust Pocus turning into a frog. Yeah, city squirrels are scrappy. 'Cause I've been out in the country and they're like, country ones aren't that scrappy, but they're like easily scared. Like you try to shoot at them if you're a squirrel hunter. They hear the gun go off and they scatter. In town here, you can shoot BB guns, not supposed to. And I don't know where your stance is about shooting animals, but if they're a pest, to me it's like, whatever. City ones, they're not afraid of you. So they'd be easy picking, but you can't shoot them in town. Well, I know the Funk loves squirrels. Got chased by a Jersey devil rat. So they call squirrels. I'm itchy. Must need a shower. "12 minutes until the Garden of Eden has their live stream. I was kind of thinking of just going, but we do have some errands to run yet. And Katie and I do need some of our own alone time. don't know. She's been kind of feisty lately, so isn't that right? She can't hear me, or she's ignoring me. Ah. Bugs are crazy. I swear these are earwigs. There's like they're all over everything. Okay, you said they're not earwigs. I don't know what they are, but they're creepy looking. Funked Elmira. Play the video for you. Find out what that video is. Katie Poo, I love you. Bet you it's gonna be a night full of mosquitoes. It's wonderful. They say the robin is Wisconsin's state bird, but I do believe that the mosquito is Wisconsin's state bird. Oh, you got it on top messages, so I can't even like see them all. Okay, he's an amateur. Top messages. Chat filter. All messages. God, the menus are even different on this Android. You can't even select all messages. Katie, I think I locked your phone up just trying to change it. It's probably me. You locked your phone up. YouTube isn't responding. Two choices. Close app or wait. Let's try waiting. Wrong answer, I guess. Now I can't even see chat because close app. Let's go back into it. What a fun and exciting stream, everybody. You can barely hear me mumble. Nothing but technical difficulties, left and right. Okay. Let's try this again. Chat filter. All messages. Now it's working.
You know.
Jake is wooing, stand back. What's that mean?
You were trying to woo me.
Woo you?
I have the heart. We should probably transfer the goldfish.
Yeah. And not do it on live stream. This is 8 minutes till Garden of Eater is on. And we should bow out. Let them do their thing. Hopefully we can join in a little bit later after we do the goldfish.
Yeah.
I'll try to take some video of us doing it. Moving the goldfish, I mean. And we'll post that onto the YouTubes. I already have a backlog of videos for like the next 3 years, so
Yeah.
that's the other thing I want to take care of during this week. Possibly get up early in the morning before Katie, make some coffee, sneak out to the computer and work on videos
Good luck.
until she wakes up. I was singing to Katie. Katie Pooh, I love you. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you smile. I'd walk a mile. Do nice things.
Mama's gonna go postal here.
Hey, how about a live shot of us yelling at some dumbass kid revving his fucking engine? You guys want to be witness to this? This is the crap that we deal with. Went around the building. I'm gonna stop this boy in the road and have a little chat with him. All right. Explain to that girl what it's like to have a child. A little baby to try to freaking get her to go to sleep. We haven't had decent night's sleep in 10 months. I know this girl's mother, father, grandparents, her whole family. Told her who their names were. And now Katie's one of her best friends is a cop here, and she's got the boyfriend pulled over, so maybe I'll let it record, or maybe it was just like
Let it go. Let it go.
let it go. Say goodnight. Love you guys.